Welcome to my UFO screen. I started this little process last week, and I'm going to continue it for this week.
The world, crippled by these events, waited for the first sign of an invasion from outer space.
Yes, an invasion from outer space. Well, what I'm going to do this week is I'm not going to do a UFO reading. I just want to do a little follow-up. I remember last week I talked about UFOs in our critical airspace, our strategic airspace, and them kind of getting in the way. And then there was an article this week. Just so happens, there's an article this week, and I want to go ahead and read that article. There we go. And just do a little follow-up on that. So the article is from, I got it out of a Newsweek, and it talks about U.S. military creates new Anomaly Resolution Office to investigate UFOs. If you remember last week, well, I suggested that we have a process where the pilots can report UFO activity. Let me play this little video first.
There have been no collisions between any U.S. assets and one of these UAPs, correct?
We have not had a collision. We've had at least 11 near misses, though.
And maybe we'll talk about those 11 near misses or any place where there's close proximity. I assume, or tell me if I'm wrong, there's been no attempt, there's no communications or any kind of communication signals that emanate from those objects that we've detected, correct?
That's correct.
And have we attempted to communicate with those objects?
No.
So we don't even put out a alert saying, U.S. Identify yourself. You are, within our flight path or something like that. We haven't said anything like that.
We've not put anything out like that. Generally speaking, for example, in the video that we showed earlier, it appears to be something that is, unmanned. Appears to be something that may or may not be in controlled flight, and so we've not attempted any communication with that.
Okay, now the article, the U.S. military has established a new office to expand investigations into mysterious air activity, commonly known as unidentified flying objects, UFOs, and officially called Unidentified Aerial Phenomena by the Pentagon. The new office, known as All-Domain Anomaly Resolution Office, AARO, was announced Tuesday in a message from the Pentagon days after Deputy Secretary of Defense Kathleen Hicks amended a previous directive in November to establish the Airborne Object Identification and Management Synchronization Group, known as AOIMSG. Net, they are creating a board to document the activities that are going on in space, or the activities that are going on in our strategic airspace, just as I suggested last week. So that's a little update for this week. For next week, we'll just take a look, see what we got. I'm going to have a new UFO update each week, but for this week, I find it funny that they did do. I do a reading last week, and then this week there's a little follow-up that they are instituting some of the suggestions I've made. Not that anybody's viewing this, or that the Defense Secretary is viewing any of this. It's just a strange coincidence. All right, let's move on to tarot reading.